it's Don Skaggs with Empowered Inventing, where we try to help you help other people by taking your great innovation, the right opportunity, mixing that with sound wisdom so you can turn them into real things like products and businesses. Now, I've got a question for you. I've got some cash money here in my hand, and I've got kind of an odd question, and I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant probably. But this is what I believe to be the truth. And a question that I've heard a lot lately is that should invention services always just be free? Should it always be free, or should it cost this stuff here? Should it cost some money to pay for people helping you with your invention? And again, this has been kind of a point of contention in the inventor industry in the last few years, and I want to address it with what I believe to be the truth, the best that I know it. And because there's been a lot of back and forth about this, but let me give you my take on it. And this might upset some people, but I think a lot of people will understand because, again, I believe this to be the truth. And so should people helping you with their invention, should that always be free? Well, let's back up a minute and look at the premise of this. If you help other people with good, and emphasis on good, I'm going to circle back to that in a minute, products and services, you're helping other people with those good, and you've heard, I almost say this at the opening of every video, you're helping other people. Those people say thank you by sending you certificates of appreciation called dollar bills. So I say that a lot, and I mean that. That's a philosophy of capitalism, good business. It's what I believe in, and it's really how it works. Now, that being said, are there bad people out there that will rip you off and sell you pure junk for high dollar? Yeah, they're out there. Go to the USPTO website. They talk about that a lot on the USPTO. I'm amazed that people don't find that more. But I guess some of these larger companies out there will just kind of outstrip the patent office and everybody else with paid advertising. These are the guys that will show up the first Google searches sometimes that you do, because they pay a lot of ad dollars. So anyway, and am I going to say who they are? No, I'm not, for obvious reasons. But think of it this way: if you want to help people solve a problem with your invention, you provide something of value to them. And if you don't receive revenue from helping these people, then you can't continue to help them. And guess what? Broke people can't help anybody. So you have to keep the lights on. You have to keep the videos running. And even the free help from the government isn't really free. I mean, we're paying for it with our taxes. And I've known some really good people that have, with different programs that have provided free help for inventors. And again, it gets paid. There's a money trail somewhere with all of this. And that's kind of the basis of what I'm talking about here. There's always a money trail. And but even sometimes some of this so-called free help, the quality can be good, quality can be bad. I've seen excellent programs. There's a lot of good friends I have out in that world, and then I've seen some that's just lackluster and not so good. I've seen the government try to do this a lot, and sometimes they just don't do a good job of it because it's just not what they're good at, and that's okay. But sometimes help with your invention, can it be a bad bargain? Absolutely. Invention scam companies are out there. They're rampant. But I don't point at one person or another company. Number one, I don't want to get sued. Number two, if it's a company that is just developed a horrible reputation. A lot of times, if you've taken a rock and uncovered a snake, that snake's going to go slither under another rock somewhere and pop out in another state with another new name and another scam. And we've seen that a lot. We saw the Federal Trade Commission shut a company in Florida down not too many years ago over that. And first time I'd actually seen that happen. Sometimes, a lot of times they're so good with their attorneys and stuff that they're just they just keep themselves protected from that, and which is kind of a bad thing. Because again, I've seen inventors come in my doors, and just with this horrible look on their face because they purchased worthless products and services, and I do mean worthless things they could not get profitably profitably make any kind of profit with their invention with. Nothing that gave them any value, hardly at all. Just enough to be legal, but not enough for them to do anything with it. And I've seen just the sad faces of inventors in our workshops where they, and I remember one recently, I was talking about it with some of our people, and the gentleman said, it looked like he was about to cry. He said, "I can't tell you how much I spent, but I could have bought a really nice car." And those are the sad stories. Now, that being said, and that warning being out there, does that mean that just because someone wants to charge you money for providing you good services, does that make them evil like the scam people? No, absolutely not. We sell courses. We sell consulting. And by the way, if you can't afford it, and some of you all that have talked to me about consulting, I've told them, if you can't afford it, I've got these free videos on YouTube, by the way. Please check them out. And a lot of times you can buy somebody's book if you can't afford their consulting or their course or their coaching. And sometimes, is it pricey sometimes? Yeah. But sometimes it can be a good bargain. It can really help you get where you need to be and be worth the money. If you can't afford it, there's other ways to do it. There's more scrappy ways to do it. And you know that I am all about doing stuff on the cheap and bootstrapping your way to where you can afford better services and you can afford better things to help move you along. So and kind of, turn this back around on yourself. What if you told your invention needed to be free? And now, if it's your choice for it to be free, then yeah. And God knows, I've got two appointments this week where I'll do a free 30-minute consultation with somebody and talk to them. And if they can afford more consulting with me, hey, game on. I'll help you. I'll try to give you a lot more than I get. But if you can't afford it, I encourage you. I said, you need to check out our videos. I'll have a book out soon. I can't tell you when, but a book is in the works. When I have that out, you can buy my book. So there's lots of other options out there. But just because you're selling something for money, that does not make you evil. That's not an evil thing. You're helping other people by providing them value, and those people are coming back and they're giving you those certificates of appreciation called dollar bills, and that is the underlying principle of why that makes that okay. And by the way, if somebody's bashing someone, just take a pause, get the facts. And if you're worried about, is this company good? Is this company not good? Get with a good inventors group. There's lots of us out there. We're all over the country, and if you're don't have one near you, we've got an online one at kyinventors.org. But the principle here is another great proverb that and you know how I feel about proverbs. There's a great proverb out there that says, "In a multitude of counselors there is safety." So don't live in a bubble. Don't just read stuff on the internet and make up your mind. Now, although you can get some decent things from the internet, but you know, everything on the internet isn't true. Get with people, get with other people, get with other people who have been through this, done this, and I hope this is helpful for you. Because if you're getting any misinformation out there, if you're being told this philosophy of, oh, if you have to pay anything for it, it's evil. Well, no, that's not right, and that's what I believe to be the truth. So anyway, I hope this is helpful for you. Speaking of selling things for money, you want to watch for an upcoming course. It might be released by the time you watch this. It's called Who Do You Trust? Buying Products and Services for Inventors and Entrepreneurs. It's a great course. We're going to hopefully be releasing it very soon. Like I said, it might already be out there. Check that out on empoweredinventing.com. And I'm Don Skaggs. This is Empowered Inventing TV. Like, subscribe, help us to build our tribe. And I will look to see you at the next meeting, workshop, maybe one of our online courses, or on the next video.